Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the news. I am coming to you from a field, and in this field is a pump jack. But I have brought an F-150 Lightning, which is a full electric vehicle. So something like this might, over the next couple years, couple decades, become obsolete. This one, in fact, has become obsolete as it no longer is pumping. So, is it the signs of a bygone era, or are gas vehicles here to stay? You never know. So, we got a great episode today. We were talking about the GTD copycat body kit that we were talking about last week. The owner and the creator of that body kit has landed in some hot water with Ford. We were talking about a cave system underneath Kansas City that is storing hundreds of Ford vehicles. And we're talking about, for the SEMA builds, some crazy business has created a Bronco Truck, which a lot of people have been asking for over the last couple years. So without further ado, let's just get right into this. TJ Hunt, the man behind Streethunter Designs, built a body kit that looks remarkably like the GTD. In fact, last week I did talk about how you could get the looks of a GTD without having to spend $350,000. Now, unfortunately, this has left TJ Hunt in some hot water as Ford has slapped a cease and desist letter on him saying it looks a little bit too much like the Ford supercar. It was in fact banned from being shown at SEMA. And that is unfortunate because the look of the GTD is one of the best looking Mustangs that have been made ever. So the fact that somebody went to the efforts to try and make something look like that so the average folk could have it, and then Ford just slaps a cease and desist on it, that's a little upsetting. Ford did, however, say that they were willing to work with him if they wanted to change a couple things, obviously to make it look a little bit less like the GTD, but you know, people are here for that look. So let us know down in the comments what you think about that. Do you think that Ford is maybe being a little bit too brash? Do you think they're being a little bit too petty? Or do you think that they're justified in having a copycat for their basically new Halo car out on the market? Let us know what you think about that down in the comments. If you have bought a Ford vehicle in the last 70 years, there is a chance that it has been stored underneath Kansas City in a cave system called Subtropolis. Now, there's been a couple photos going around the internet recently of old Ford Mavericks, the old Maverick, being stored down in a cave system. And since then, Ford has been updating and retrofitting this cave that used to be a mine to store, upfit, and export vehicles. The cave has 78 million available square footage and is located underground, served by stunning 10 miles of roads. Those figures are subject to change as Subtropolis is always expanding. So very cool fact. Not a lot of people know about that, but your Ford could have been stored 160 feet below Kansas City one day. Pretty neat. And last but not least, it looks like some mad lad has created a Bronco Truck. Now, people have been asking for a Bronco Truck ever since the third generation had been unveiled. The Jeep Gladiator was a good competitor for it, so people were like, it would work. So with this, you get the Stud is what they call it. It's a package that you can put on a four-door Bronco SUV, underpinned by an upgraded frame that is 16 inches longer than the standard model, which gives you room for a 4-foot bed in the back. The particular example that you see in the photos here also features a bunch of upgrades, including a wide body kit, fenders, armored exterior shell, don't need that, aluminum bumpers, and a 5-inch lift with both 38 and 40-inch tire options available. The kit is going to cost you $65,000 American dollars on top of the loaner vehicle, which you will provide to them. This is very much a Shelby situation where you basically give it to them and they give you back this monstrosity. Let us know down in the comments if a Bronco Truck is something that you would be interested in. You have the off-road capability of a Bronco, and then you have the practicality of an F-150. Would you want to see a bed bigger than 4 feet though? 4 feet's pretty short. I think the Hummer has a 4 feet bed. Too short. It's more of a show thing than anything. But that's all we have for the news today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And I have a question for you. Do you have a nickname for your car? And if you do, please leave it down in the comment below. I'd love to see what people are calling their vehicles these days. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.